It was technological golden age until it wasn't. Introducing Genesis, an Overwatch miniseries. Part 1 of 3 premieres July 6th.
Overwatch on site. Taking heavy fire. Sky, confirm target. You've been spotted. You've been spotted.
What?
Get out of here, Sky. Get out of here.
Life before the war was extraordinary. We were no longer defined by our mistakes. The AIs were saving us from them. But we had no idea. It was all about to change.
Through freedom, you can find your own path.
Damn. Holy shit. Holy shit. Watch anime when? Dude, Overwatch anime would actually go so hard. It would actually go so hard. But hey, a miniseries is cool too. $5 for every episode. Stop. Stop. Oh man, I can't. I can't. A lot of news today. We had the cinematic thing earlier, and now we got a dev blog. Director's take: Flashpoint cinematics and the dawn of a new hero. Grab bag week. There's a lot the community is talking about, and we're excited for. This week, I'd love to briefly touch on a bunch of these topics. Flashpoint. We talked about Flashpoint during the live stream, and then saw some points about its design over Twitter. But nothing compares to a picture. It's good practice to draw paper maps before building a new level, especially when it's part of the process of designing a new game mode. Why does this look like someone put this together in like Microsoft Paint? But honestly, it looks so good. It's like funny, but it actually is really good. Temple, jungle. So like, I'm guessing this is like, you know, a placeholder for like outside the map. Points A, B, C, D, E. Spawn A, B, E, C, D. Spawn A, C, D, B, E. So if it's E, you spawn here. Oh, wait, sorry. If you're on red team and it's E, you spawn here. If it's E on blue team, you spawn here. That's actually kind of nuts. Okay, I like this. So, but it's so complicated. If it's A, you spawn here. A, you spawn here. That makes sense. If it's C, red team spawns here, but blue team spawns here. If it's B, red team spawns here, but blue team spawns here. If it's C, red team spawns in their normal spawn, but blue team spawns in their forward spawn. If it's D, red team spawns in their normal spawn, blue spawns in their forward spawn. If it's E, red spawns in their forward spawn, and blue spawns in its regular spawn. Good lord, that's a lot. That's a lot. This image is one of the first ones drawn for Flashpoint. The final layout of Cervanza won't be exactly like this. For instance, there won't be a river dividing the map in two, but it does a good job of showing how a Flashpoint map is designed. I like the river. I think it'd be cool. There are 2 spawn points for each team and 5 points arranged in an X pattern. We've talked about the quasi-symmetrical nature of the map on Overwatch 2's Envision Reveal livestream. And when you look at point B, for instance, you can see that the entrances to the arena are all symmetrical, with the symmetry extending outside the point for a short distance. Okay, I see what they mean. Another detail about Flashpoint, as I mentioned in the live stream, is that when the match starts, the first point will be picked randomly. In Acuity, this has been changed so that the first objective will always be away. Or sorry, this has been changed so the first point will always be the central point of the map. That's a good change. If it was always random, that would be fucked. That would be so fucked. Like, because let's say if it was always random and you spawned as red team, you knew it was going to be A, C, or D, but as blue team, you would know if it was C or D, you know it would be C or D, and you wouldn't know which spawn room the blue team is as red team, and blue team would have an advantage because they know what the first point is going to be, and they could pick a better comp based on that. Like, still, like, wild. So, good change. Balance. Oh, boy. One of the few things I actually really don't like recently, but I haven't been that loud about because I just don't care that much anymore. Game balance this season continues to be in great shape. With Season 5, we saw Junker Queen's dominant reign over the tank role even out, making way for a more diverse selection of tank heroes. Yeah, because no one knows to play because they all suck. With Winston and D.Va on the rise. Yeah, because those are the default characters. So you're like, fuck it, dude. You might as well just pick the mobility ones. Like, try to stay alive. Damage heroes notably saw a shift. And also World Cup, too. World Cup influences that. When people see pro play, it influences, like, people's picks. Damage heroes notably saw a shift in play rate, with the previously popular picks like Tracer and Hanzo being overtaken by Genji and Cassidy. Gee, I wonder why. Genji's surprising, but... Support is seeing a noticeable increase in both Brig and Lifeweaver team compositions as well. Wow, Brig is being picked more? Pikachu surprise face! Who could have seen that one coming? Earlier this week, we pushed a small balance update to fine-tune Cassidy, May, and Lifeweaver after they received some significant adjustments to their abilities at the start of the season. What we found was that the Cassidy's magnetic grenade was slightly too easy to land, May's overall effectiveness dropped as she traded damage for her slowing utility, and Lifeweaver's impact was much greater than before. Yeah, because it's still terrible though. Like if you have a pile of shit and then you spray some perfume on the shit, it's just nicer smelling shit. Like, it's still shit though. We're still looking to improving player control, aiming over Thorn Volley. It's still poop, you know, like... There are some more hero balance changes coming in the mid-season patch, which include shifting power for Torbjorn and Symmetra away from their turrets into the rest of their kit. That's actually a really good change, especially for console. I like that. Improving the control over Sojourn's railgun primary fire speed. Another good change. I think her railgun is... Actually, wait. Primary fire speed. That's... Wait a minute, hang on. I think her projectile is too weak, but her railgun's still really strong. I think they should tone down her railgun and bring up her secondary fire one. That's how you actually tune Sojourn, real talk. It's spread, not speed. I mean, we'll have to see what it is. Increasing the frontline capability of Reinhardt and Orisa. If you buff both of these, Orisa just becomes better, because Orisa is the anti-Reinhardt tank, and Reinhardt is not that good right now. Slight adjustments to weaken Zenyatta's Discord Orb ability and several others. Wait, hang on. I need to read that again. Hold up. A part of me just came back to life. Slight adjustments to weaken Zenyatta's Discord Orb ability and several others. Y'all really don't want me to quit, huh? Really? Really? I'll wait and see what it is, because, you know, if it's something like LOS time goes from 3 seconds to 2.5, fuck you. But if it's actually something like putting on a tank, you know, gives, instead of like 25%, it only gives 15. I'll give you that. That'll be pretty good. But I'm very much in wait and see mode at the moment. Very much in wait and see mode. Okay, cinematics. We've developed quite a few cinematics that will be used in the invasion story missions as well as outside of it. Yeah, true. We saw the teaser for the Genesis Part 1 of their short miniseries earlier. As much as we can, we try to tell stories in our missions without taking control away from players. We prefer the gameplay in these missions to be uninterrupted. I don't know if I agree with that. I think cutscenes are fine. The stories in these missions are told in two different ways. First, the missions themselves are centered around a piece of narrative. We record in incredible amounts of voice lines in each mission, and depending upon which heroes are selected, players will get different interactions and sub-stories in each mission. That's cool. But they're not really that replayable, so I'm like, I don't know. Second, each mission is bookended with two cinematics, and the heavy lifting of driving the plot forward is handled through these cinematics. In addition to these sequences, we have other pieces coming out in Season 5 to set up the story on what we're telling in Overwatch 2 Invasion as well. There's a thread connecting many of the cinematics we've released over the years, including Are You With Us?, the startup piece that shipped with the original game, and 0 Hour. The short shown at BlizzCon 2019. Okay, I remember those. Those were really good. Years ago in our story, Overwatch was forced to disband. We've been gradually telling the story of how the original heroes of Overwatch have come back together. Next season's Invasion story mission connects many of these threads. How will some of the heroes familiar to our players be introduced to Overwatch? What is Cassidy going to do with the crew he recruited in the New Blood comic series? I don't know what the crew he's talking about is. Keep a lookout for more pieces coming later this year and beyond. Some of these relate to the story that we're telling in Invasion, and some don't. One in particular is completely out of left field, but totally amazing. Interesting. I like when they do shit like that. So, a new hero. I can't say much about the new hero. We'll do a full reveal later before Overwatch 2 Invasion launches, but I'm not above teasing a bit. Earlier in June, we gave players a quick glimpse over her silhouette, and the internet immediately went into work enhancing the video to give her more definition. Someone even created a concept piece for her. We knew people would do this, and we were surprised with how many of the details they got right about her look. I'd like to recognize this detective work by revealing an image that is an integral part of the hero's backstory. Enjoy. That's it for this week. In a future piece, we'll dive more into the story and how to development. Interesting. Interesting. Is this an electric hero? I'm trying to find a balance of where I can zoom in. Sun Goddess support? I just have a feeling she's going to delete me. Open a new tab. Ah, I see. I see. I see. Interesting. Huh. Well, looks cool. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, they're tempting me a little bit with the whole Discord nerf thing, you know? Ain't gonna lie to you, but... Streamer, you're blocking the photo? Oh, my bad, I blocked, like, this very tiny part of the circle. I'm sure that was very integral to the story. My bad. Anyways. Yeah, we'll see what it is. I'm very much in wait-and-see mode at this point. Don't tell me shit, show me shit, you know? That's where I'm at, so... We'll see how it goes.